Yeah, now fellas, I bought something I probably wouldn't buy usually. A gluten-free beer. Look, I haven't had diabetes, no one in the family has, and we have a pretty good diet. I'm not real big on gluten. I think it's no good for diabetes and a lot of other things. A lot of friends and stuff have problems. So I really should save this one for me mate Robbie, because he's not real partial with gluten. So why am I opening it? Because we'll give it a try first, just in case it's no good. Brewed with malted millet, rice and buckwheat. Well, I can tell you now, millet and buckwheat are one of the two common used grains today that are actually alkaline. They're 10 times better than rice and wheat for the body. So, and of them went buckwheat pancakes, beautiful. Millet bread's nice. I eat a bit of millet bread. It's not cheap, but it's alkaline. You got to understand, if you're drinking beer and smoking, you're just making your body very acidic. Especially if you're eating fried foods, you're eating, meat, you're eating rice, pasta, they're all acidic. So if you want to be healthy, you have to eat veggies, fruit. Not much of a head on that. Passion fruit. It's quite a nice flavour, actually. Lightly filtered. How many percent? 6%. So reasonable. If they filtered it, probably would have dropped it a little bit. So this is a healthy beer. Our passion of creating modern beers using ancient grains. We want everyone to enjoy a beer with friends and explore a new world of flavour, safe in the knowledge it's always gluten-free. Two Bays beer. Oh, Two Bays Brewing. So where are you? In between Port Phillip and I'm guessing Western Port. Oh, let's have a look. Brewed in Dramana. Well, it's closer to one bay. Not too far, and it's in between the two bays. Cheers. I like it. I think that's a fresh, new, great attempt to make a healthy beer. You could probably drink this, like 10 of these every day for the rest of your life, and you'll live an extra 5 years. If you drank normal beer, you'd probably lose 5 years. That's how you got to look at it. So I'll get Robbie onto this. They make a few different beers. This is their IPA, the strongest, so I had to try that first. But that's quite nice. Yeah. Don't really taste the grains at all. All you're getting is like a hoppy, fruity bitterness and passion fruit. Mostly passion fruit. Interesting. Yeah, so get out there and start eating the good grains. Things like quinoa. I used to call it quinoa until I heard it said by someone that knew how to say it properly. Quinoa, that's really good for you as well. There's actually a lot of grains in South America that are actually really good for you and alkaline. I met the minister of grain export from Colombia, and he wanted me to import kilos, like 100 kilos of quinoa and stuff like that. And I said, look, I'm not a businessman and I'm not an importer, exporter, whatever, but I've always looked at it and I was interested. I spent the night with him. He took me to about 3 different bars. He paid for my meal, he paid for my beers, he got takeaways, we drank them in the car, and he filled me head with Coke. And we got pulled over and we were smashed about 2 in the morning, And we got pulled over by the cops, and we had beers open and empty and fucking other full ones in the car. We had grams of coke everywhere, all over our noses. We were absolute mess. I thought I was going to jail. I honestly thought I'm going to jail here. And he pulled out his card and he spoke to the copper. And the copper just fucking laughed and let us go. This guy couldn't fucking hardly walk. But anyway, I think he was a nice guy, but I didn't import the coke because that's what he really wanted to do. He said every 10 kilos of grain, we'll put a kilo of coke in there. And I went, oh, no. I'm going to come unstuck here, aren't I? Anyway, so that's my story about Colombia, where you go to bars and people say, come out on the balcony, and they start shoving cocaine down your nose and try to make you buy 10 grams for $20. And I just wouldn't buy any. I had my nose more than full. In the end, I got it given to me in Colombia. They want to hook you onto it. And I had it hidden everywhere. I just couldn't have it. I don't want to have cocaine for breakfast. I don't want to do it all day long. You know what I mean? You might have a tiny snort just before sex or before going out or something, but it's not my cup of tea. And when I was young, I was adventurous. Now, I haven't even seen decent cocaine for since I was in Colombia, really. It was pure. It was $1 a gram, $2 a gram. It was ridiculous, really. So that's my coke story, and I'm going to leave you with that. I've never bought it overseas. I never chased it, and I couldn't get rid of it. It was just plied onto me. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. Cheers.